Today we have interesting current affairs. We'll start with revision only. Line of actual control is what we were seeing, and we understood based on working commissions, working mechanism for consultation and coordination, talks and corps commander meetings. We'll be redeploying the troops in line of actual control. We have seen that. Then Shanghai Cooperation, we know the countries, 10 countries are there. Then we know Shastra Ramanuja Prize awarded to Georgia Alexander Doan. Then we have seen about 80th anniversary. In that we have noticed G4 countries also: Brazil, India, Germany and Japan. Next we have seen South China Sea and issues. Some island like we have Scarborough Shore, that is between China, Philippines and Taiwan. Parts of China, Vietnam, Taiwan, and Spratly Islands, China, Taiwan, Vietnam, Philippines, Malaysia and Brunei. Disputed island we have seen. Today we can see World Green Economy Forum 2024, which has held in Dubai, 2nd and 3rd October 2024. The theme is Empowering Global Action, Unlocking Opportunities and Advancing Progress. So aim is to promote the global cooperation and sustainable practices for net zero future. So that is World Green Economy Forum. Okay. We can see the features alone. Sessions on decarbonization, AI in sustainability and youth engagement are the key. Okay. It focuses on producing 300 million tons of sustainable aviation fuel by 2050. One of the key term. So sustainable fuel. Okay. So emphasis on public-private partnership in climate change solutions. So and also discussions on renewable energy and carbon footprint management. So this forum supports global climate goals as well, right, in collaboration and coordination. So that is the news for today under international relations. Next we see whether we have any news in organizations. We don't have any fresh news here. We'll go to economic section. So in this, if you see, so we were talking about China Shock 2.0, that US and other countries, even India, is trying for 100% duty on electric vehicles to counter Chinese imports, right? So under that we were talking about China is having lithium abundance, right? Also we were saying there are Indian initiated 30 plus anti-dumping actions, invested $4.5 billion in clean energy. So we also started with a new scheme, that is PM E-Drive scheme. That is PM Electric Drive Revolution in Innovation Vehicle Enhancement. So we stopped China 2.0. We are trying to stop the China shock, and also we are going towards our innovation. So that this scheme was started. So PM E-Drive scheme recently launched. So it replaces FAME India Phase 2 under Ministry of AV Industries. So financial outlay is 10,900 crore over 2 years. Aim is to promote EVs through subsidies and develop EV charging infrastructure. Okay. So if you can see some other features, we are focusing on e-buses, e-vouchers, e-ambulances and demand aggregation managed by Convergence Energy Services Limited in large cities. Yesterday we have seen that Indian diamond export is reducing because of artificial diamonds also, and also because of wars between different countries. So global demand is going to reduce. So India being a global leader in processing, where India processes 90% of world's diamond, was seeing downfall. In the meanwhile, we can see current affair today, that is on fluorescent nano diamonds. So these fluorescent nano diamonds are tiny diamonds with unique chemical and physical properties increasingly used in various fields like imaging, sensing, gyroscopes, and quantum technologies. So they have different chemical and physical properties, such as mostly their composition because of carbon nanoparticles. Composition, if you see, it's carbon nanoparticles. Long lasting, non toxic, and can maintain fluorescence for extended period. That is its stability. So if you see this, they are using a technological process of production that is created under high temperature and pressure conditions. And also doping, nitrogen atoms can be added, doping, to form nitrogen vacancy centers which have unique quantum properties. Vacuum levitation, in advanced experiments, fluorescent nanodiamonds were levitated and spun at ultra high speeds. Okay, so improving understanding of their quantum behavior. That is one of the key technology process they are using. Limitations are technological challenges and also complex setup is needed. So that is the news today on diamonds, and yesterday we have seen cruise mission also. Today there is a news on SEBI. SEBI is reforming equity index derivative, that is futures and options. Why? To curb the speculative trading in forwards and calls. Okay, trading, options trading. So we know about this, right? It is a static part. You should be knowing what are forwards and or futures and options. Forward, futures and options, three terms will be there under economics. So that has to be noted down. So what the reform says is, it is increasing the contract size and upfront premium collections. So contract size is a minimum rise to 15 lakh from November 2024. So upfront premium collection is mandatory from February 2025. Then weekly expiring derivatives limited to one index per exchange from November 2024. Intraday position monitoring effective from April 2025, and no calendar spread on expiry starting from February 2025. Additional expiry margin also is there, 2% extra margin on short options. These are some of the reforms taken by SEBI to avoid or to curb speculative trading on futures and options trading. So the next is Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India, which has celebrated 8th annual day on 1st October 2024. So we can know little facts about it as a static syllabus. It is established on 1st October 2016 under Insolvency and Bankruptcy Act. Aim is to efficiently implement IBC for timely resolution of insolvency cases. So it regulates insolvency professionals and agencies, oversees insolvency resolution and liquidation process, sets eligibility criteria and regulates qualifying exams, collects and disseminates information on insolvency cases. So it has powers of enforcing rules for compliance in insolvency resolutions, and also it establishes regulatory framework for efficient operations. Now to see some static mode portions. Chairman will be appointed by central government. Government representatives will be 3 in number. RBI representative 1 member from RBI. Additional members also are there, 5 appointed by central government, and the chairman also appointed by central government. So this is repeated. Tenure is 5 years or until 65 years, whichever comes first. So if you see under society, we have good news today, that is on Dharti Aba Janjatiya Gram Utkarsh Abhiyan. Okay. So it is for tribal affairs related one. So Ministry of Tribal Affairs is involved in this. Okay, Janjatiya Gram Utkarsh Abhiyan. Okay. So it is multi-sectoral convergence for that, and comprehensive coverage is what it is focusing, and a holistic development approach focuses on the gaps in tribal development. It's a building on PM Janman, that Yojana. Okay. If you see map, we have two new locations today. One is on Huledhar, that is in Ukraine. So position on the elevated plain, Huledhar offers a strategic advantage. Russia aims to use it to reach transportation hubs in Kurakhov and Pokrovsk. Okay, these regions. This is where Huledhar region comes, and that is in Ukraine. So that's the news. It's part of Ukraine's major coal producing area. So that is what you have to remember. Second is Little Prespa Lake. So if you see here Prespa Lake, it is between Albania and Greece. Why it is important? It is part of transboundary ecosystem with rich biodiversity, and it is home to Dalmatian pelican. Okay. Environmental degradation has turned large portion into swamps. Environmental threats are there because of climatic change as well as because of human activities. So current state, if you see, 430 hectares out of 450 in Albania have dried up, impacting the local economy and diversity. So that's why this has to be noted. See, Prespa Lake is between Albania and Greece. This is the important key to note. So under science and tech, we don't have much today. Even internal security. So yes, polity we have. That is so Ladakh and 6th schedule. Climate activist Sonam protest for demanding for Ladakh's inclusion in 6th schedule to ensure greater autonomy and protection for the region's indigenous people. So we know India is following asymmetrical federalism. That means a system where different states or regions have varying degree of autonomy and powers. So if you see 5th and 6th schedule, historical background derived from Government of India Act 1935 classifying areas to protect tribal population. So 5th schedule Article 244 and the 6th schedule Article 244A. Okay, it is tribal areas in Assam, Meghalaya, Mizoram and Tripura. Now Ladakh is also requesting to give that 6th schedule status. So why? To protect cultural and ethnic protection, and also to have autonomy as well as tribal representation in local governance. So this is the thing about the 6th schedule and Ladakh. And if you see judge asset disclosure, there is only 13% of High Court judges disclose their assets publicly. Kerala, Punjab and Haryana and Delhi High Courts account for 80% disclosure. High Courts like Bombay, Gujarat, Telangana haven't disclosed assets. So they are saying it's a privacy thing, okay? But if you see, it is example for judicial accountability, and it overcomes the RTI Act limitations. So this is the thing, if you want to see accountability and all, even judges has to disclose their assent, is what the article says. Kerala leads with 37 out of 39 judges disclosing assets. Supreme Court adopted voluntary asset disclosure in 1997. It is not mandatory, instead it is voluntary. Many high courts followed in 2000, but updates have slowed since 2018. The next one is railway accident data. The data says it has been reduced 2019 to 2024. However, there are accidents yet. Total accidents are 200 consequential railway accidents. Fatalities 351 persons killed, injuries 970 persons injured, and compensation approximately 32 crore distributed. So however, the reduction in accident has seen from past data it was 171 to 40 accident. So worst affected zones are Southeastern Railways and East Coast Railways. So safest zones are Northeastern Railways, Konkan Railways, Southwestern Railways and Southern Railways. This is about railway accident data. So that's all for today. Have a good day.